Okay guys, I think it's time. I think it is time we finally reorganize this bookcase. But before we do that, let me just say, I got a new haircut. My hair is like up to here now and I'm loving it. 15 minutes to wash my hair is way better than like 40. So not only did my hair change, but my bookcase is about to change. We're making moves in life, okay? I really feel it. So when I first got my bookcase, I didn't really have any idea of what I wanted the organization to look like, but I drew up something this morning, okay? Don't come after me for my drawing skills, okay? I'm a reader, not a drawer, alright? This is just a rough draft of what I was thinking. I drew this. I have the two first boxes is for the series right here, and then underneath that fave hardbacks, fave paperbacks, horror, thrillers, series underneath that, and then rom-coms. I have one box with just question marks because I'm not really certain what to put in that cubby, but I feel like once I'm going through my books, I'll like think of an idea of what to put there, but right now I don't know. Under the blue line, those are the books that I either books I like but needs to be hidden, which are like books that rated a good 3 stars, but I don't want them out for public view, okay? And then there's also books I loved but I will swap out. So it's like series that I really did enjoy, but I want other books to be shown right now. Like for when I want all my books to be maybe rainbow colored, there's gonna be too many, I don't know, pink books, so some of them are gonna have to be hidden. So like things like that. So I'll just be like swapping out series for all the times that I reorganize my bookcase, or either swapping out series or colors or authors or who knows what the next time I'm gonna do. And then the words in blue are all the books I have not read yet. So this shelf is pretty much gonna stay the same, but we're still gonna decorate it in a way that makes more sense for my brain. That's the plan. That's it. And then for some odd reason, I have a stack of books chilling right here. I don't know where it came from or how it got here, why it's so tall, but now we have to find room to put those on the shelf of books that I have not read yet. I think I blame Book of the Month and I blame myself for getting more books than just the one book of the month that I was supposed to get anyway. But then a friend did give me like 5 books and another friend gave me 2 books. So all in all, these are none of the books that I bought unless they were Book of the Month. So that's pretty good. The book buying ban is working. I think. I hope. So far, so good. Anyway, I'm gonna take this plan into action. It is almost 12:40 and I am hoping I could do this before the sun sets. And technically we have like an extra hour because the sun is starting to set later in the day. I'm nervous. I don't know why. So I think what I am thinking from my notes here, okay, that I like the way this looks with the series, okay, and I think this is probably going to be the only bookcase that I may keep exactly like this and not touch a single thing. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go through all my series and see what kind of deserves this spot. As I'm looking at it, it feels like everything kind of just needs to stay because I love this whole series, the Jennifer Lynn Barnes series, all of these. So I don't really want to move those. Sarah J. Maas, she's Sarah J. Maas, so she kind of feel like has to stay there until I read the Thorn of Glass series. Then I feel like these books will be moved, or these books will be moved. Something is moving because then I would want a whole shelf just for Sarah J. Maas. So I think I'm going to take all the books off these 3 shelves, one to the shelf you can't see right now, and put them in little piles. So like genre piles, but also piles of the books that I really enjoyed but don't want to be seen right now, but then books that I really enjoyed and they go with the genre that I want for my shelf. Does that make sense? I'm gonna do it anyway and you're gonna see and then we'll talk about it after. That was on the 3 shelves over there. Books like from the David Wong series, like this looks like from this series, which is the David Wong, I don't know, Jason series, because he changed his name halfway through the book. But there was a reason why he did it. I'm forgetting now, because I read these books like 2-3 years ago. They were so intriguing, but so weird, but good at the same time. Like, for instance, when you open this book up, it tells you to stop reading. It says stop. Like, you should not have touched this book with your bare hands. No, don't put it down. It's too late. They're watching you. Like, that right there just had me so intrigued to want to read this series. It's actually really good. I don't think it's a series I want to be shown right now. So this series is most definitely going to be hidden. The whole Holly Jackson's Good Girl, Bad Blood series, I really did enjoy. I enjoyed all of them, but I don't think, for now at least, I don't want the series to be shown. So those can go. Same for the Karen McManus books. I like them, but they could be hidden. They could be hidden, honestly. It's nothing. Even though I really do like the way that this series looks, I'm not sure if I really want these to be hidden, because I feel like I haven't seen them in so long because they've been under my table before I got these shelves. So I'm gonna put them on the side. The Maidens was really good, but at the same time, I read this with someone and it's giving me flashbacks. So we're gonna hide this. How to Sell a Haunted House, I honestly hated. It was the worst like 3 days of me reading this ever, and I definitely was in the worst slump ever after reading this book. I'm probably not gonna keep it, but I'm not doing an unhauling right now, even though I should. No, I'm not gonna change this video. Maybe next time in like another 3 months, so it'll be like a 6-month break to the year, then maybe I'll do an unhauling. I definitely don't want to do an unhauling now to just have like 4 or 5 books to unhaul, and I want to think about it more than me just being like, oh, I don't want to give this away, but then at the end of the day I really should have gave it away. So, but this is going to be one of the ones I definitely do give away, but for now we don't need it to be shown. Psycho House, the Bates Motel show. This book was actually really good. I did really enjoy myself, but I think I'm still going to hide it. The American Psycho, absolutely insanity, crazy, but I do want this one to be shown on my horror bookcase, so we're gonna keep this out. So this will be the start of the horror bookcase.
Don't know what I'm feeling, don't know how to keep my thoughts straight. Yeah, you got me second guessing, thinking that I made a mistake, but inside feels so nice. Butterflies, wow, yeah. Got me some.
So I did a thing. Okay, and I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it yet. I feel like I might have to let it simmer for a little while and then see how I'm liking it. Apparently I don't have that many hardcover books as I thought, which I actually really do. Like a lot of the book of the month, all of the book of the month books I believe are hardcovers, and I've read a few of them so far, so I do have more I can add to this. But those are still in their place for the books that I need to do my wrap up with. I don't know, I have so many places for different books that I'm doing different things with. So I don't want to move those from here yet to have to go searching through all the books. But I'm kinda digging where this went. And especially that each book on the end is paperback. It's kind of feels like, dang. But I did that for a reason, because I don't want it to be separated from the first book or the second book of the series. Yeah, this is where I'm at.
Feel scared, don't know what to do with emotions I can't use. All I know is nothing can compare. Yeah. Got me some type of way with every passing.
Honestly, I think we're doing pretty good. I have a lot more books that I want to hide than I want to show right now, which is totally 100% fine because because as soon as March goes past, I'm gonna have to do my 3-month wrap up. So then I'm gonna have, I don't even know how many books to add on to this shelf. So leaving space for more potential books is always a good thing. So I'm not mad at all. So now, since this side is the side with my fave hardbacks, we're gonna do this side for my fave paperbacks. What are we thinking? What's coming to mind when we see this? I kind of like it. I knew I didn't really want to move my Harry Potters. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about it. It kind of just like came to me as I was moving stuff around. So we knew this one was going to stay the same. That didn't change much. All of the hardcover books, for some reason, to see it from bigger hardcover to smaller hardcovers, I really do like. When it comes to paperback, it doesn't really matter to me. It seems cooler when they're all like different like sizes and shapes. This is my horror thriller. Of course, we had to add all of my Stephen Kings, and these are just a lot of horrors that I just really enjoyed. So I know I wanted my Harry Potter, my Fourth Wing, to pretty much stay up here just like the other series on the other side. I don't really have a place that I would want them to go, and I would never want to hide them. So I kept them like this. I just moved them around a little bit. I ended up putting the Shatter Me series that was up here down here. I think it suits more, especially that these are more series books. And then these are all the books that are either standalones or just a duology, like the Girl with All the Gifts or Finlay Donovan series that I have not finished yet. And then we have all of my Colleen Hoover books right here. I actually haven't read a Colleen Hoover book since maybe someday. So I need another one. I do want to organize this, but before I do that, now that my couch is empty with books, I get to be able to move my couch. So now I can put all the books away that I want to be hidden. So let's just quickly go through those. So the books that I already had down here was The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. I actually did really like it, but it wasn't anything spectacular. I found another Freedom McFadden book, so I'm going to add that to the Freedom McFadden collection. Beautiful Graves by L.J. Sheen. I think we all know how I felt about this one. As well, we listen and we don't judge, okay? As well as the 3 50 Shades of Grey series. It's not like it was bad or anything, I just don't want this to be the first thing people see and to try to have an assumption of what I like to read or what I gear towards, because I gear towards like 10% of these books and 10% for all the other books. Honestly, I feel like when someone sees 50 Shades of Grey, they're like, that girl needs therapy. I don't know. So I just rather to not answer questions and just to have it hidden. So I'm gonna just go through. I have all the books like underneath me right here. So I'm gonna just go through them really quickly as I'm putting them on the shelf. Deal, The Lost Bookshop, Our Wives Under the Sea, The Hating Game. For the first time reading a Sally Thorne book, it wasn't bad actually, but it just wasn't the best to be put on my rom-com section. Sorry, don't hate me. Insomnia, I loved it. I read it for my birthday this year or last year. Time's going by way too fast. Wrong Place, Wrong Time, The Human, Hidden Picture. I really did love this book. Everyone in this room will someday be dead. Very good book, very morbid, very weird. 13 things mentally strong people don't do. Swear. The most craziest tabs I have ever seen in one of my books. I kid you not. I kid you not. So I definitely will say that this book was very good for my mental health. You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. Yeah, I don't think I finished it, which is fine. Maybe I'll get back into it someday, but it was okay. Single on Purpose, I already said enough about it. Her Body and Other Parties. This is a spooky campfire tales book. It has little mini short stories in it. This is book 2, I believe. I think this is book 2. I read book 1 a long time ago, but I haven't read this one yet, and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get to it because it has memories that I don't really want to think about right now. The Paris Apartment, Bunny, Psycho House, The Maid, Killjoy, Perfect Score, 14 Ways to Die. All of these Karen McManus books. The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, The Maidens, the John dies at the end, and I did decide to hide the Good Girls Bad Blood series. And I think these are the books that I am definitely set on giving away. Star-Crossed, Room for Rent, The Juvie 3, How to Sell a Haunted House, and A Merry Little Meet Cute. So I still have almost 4 shelves down here that are completely empty. So what I'm thinking, it's really strange how things change. Like, you can plan stuff, but eventually plans might change, and that is totally okay. I think, which is crazy, that all 3 of these top rows are just gonna stay the exact same. I don't really want to change this at all. So I don't think I will. Everything else I want to change. Everything below this I want to change. I think I want to have 1 row for starts of series, or if I have 2 or 3 of those books of the series, I'll put them together, / series that I need to continue. I just want them all in 1 row so I can choose from there, and then another row I just want standalones. I want all the standalones together so I can know what I'm about to get myself into. So I know if I pick this book, this is the start of a series, or if I pick this book, I'll be fine and safe. But I also have a stack of books across from you that you can't see right now that is just on the floor that I also want to add to the shelf. So I'm not sure if we're gonna have room for those, but I'm going to try my very hardest. I do have some room now because I've been actually reading these books because I'm on a book buying ban. But then it's really bad because I've actually been reading a lot of the book of the month books that I've been getting. So I've been taking off from the stack and not the bookcase. I'm gonna do better eventually. I really am, because this is not good. This is not good. I need more room on my to-be-R shelf than my floor.
fine. Been trying to get a hold of you all night. We haven't talked in months, but that's alright. Was wondering if you wanted to go for a drive. I just need some fresh air and an old friend. I'm so glad that we started talking again. Yo, turn up the radio, I love this song. Remember when we used to stay up all night long? How's it been going? Oh, how's it, mom? The roads are so empty, this is so damn calm. If we stick on the highway, we can drive all night long.
I think I did pretty dang good. I think I did pretty dang good. This shelf is all of the series that I have that I haven't read yet. That's like the first part of the series, or 3 of the books of a series that I have not read yet. And then this shelf is, which is crazy, like all of my Stephen King books And then this side of the shelf is mostly series that I want to continue reading. This is Gallant is not a series, I don't believe, but is just a book that I had no room to fit anywhere else in the shelf. And all the books down here are just, most of these, this row right here is romance or sad romance, some LGBTQ romances, any type of romance is pretty much right here. These are mostly, there's a romance in here, which I don't know why, but probably because I had no room on that side. But these are mostly thrillers and mysteries. And then some more books that I don't really know what genre to put them in, so I just left them over there. So these are the books that I didn't really have space for currently. Step on a Crack by James Patterson is a book that one of my friends gave me, so I also want to read this, but I feel kind of weird reading it without knowing some of the backstory on this detective or the other detective or whatever the detectives are. So I might want to get into it, and people say that James Patterson is always a good author to read, and I've never read any of his books. So I'm thinking about getting into that. This open space right here, I'm going to just slide these right in there. Hello? I think it looks super cool. Honestly, I think it looks really dope. And my little blueprint that I sketched up was going to actually plan out, but it did. And it looks so cool. I feel like it kind of still looks a little bit the same, but I feel like now there's like a method to my madness, and I like it a lot better than the original way that I had it. And I actually finished this a lot sooner than I thought I was going to. Like, what time is it even? It just turned 3:16, and I forgot, what time did we start? Almost 1, I think? So it took me only 2 hours to do this. Now mind you, when I first was going to do this, I had a different idea and a different plan, which is to, as I am going through my books and reorganizing them, I wanted to stamp them and give them each their own border, which I didn't want to do in the beginning because I didn't want to do that to books that I may have wanted to hide, because I'm not sure if those books that I want to hide I'm going to keep, and I would feel really bad to like embroider a book and then give it to somebody. So but I know that these are the books that I most definitely want to embroider, but I didn't also want to take, I don't know how many hours it's gonna take to embroider all these books. So throughout the week, throughout the month, whatever it may be, I may slowly go through shelf by shelf and embroider each shelf. But I feel like that's not gonna happen for a little while, and I didn't want to wait to reorganize this bookcase, especially when I was looking at books just like piling up on my floor. I was like, I did not get these bookcases to watch my floor just pile up again. So I'm glad we finally got it done and it's out of the way, and it looks beautiful. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Does it look good? Should I change something? I feel like I already have an idea of what I'm going to do next time. I'm not going to tell you, but I think I already have an inkling of an idea of the But I think for now this looks super cool, and hopefully we can get this stack down by a lot so they can move on to the other side of the bookcases. So I think that's the end of this video. Yeah, that's it. I had a great time. This was fun, and it was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be honest. So I think that's it. I think I'm gonna go take a break and continue reading this book I just started this morning, which is Scythe. I was supposed to read this a while ago, but I didn't get the chance to. Now I'm reading it in love. I'm on page 52, I think, 57. I'm on page 55. I am on page 55. And I'm honestly enjoying myself so far at this government, or I guess not government, whatever. It sounds really interesting. So that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go make me a tea and continue reading this book. So I appreciate you guys for joining me to do these bookshelves. I'm glad it turned out this way, and I'm glad you guys were here to help me. even though you didn't really say much. But it was nice to do it not alone, which I enjoy doing all my bookish things with you. So I appreciate you guys so much. I hope I get to see you. You get to see me in another video. Later.